Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for some UPSL Georgia Premier Division action. Tonight's matchup is Kalonji Pro Profile versus Potros FC, and it's next. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Charlie Jordan Field here at Shiloh Stadium in Snellville, Georgia, for this matchup in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. Larry Weber here alongside Andre Bomar to bring you all this coverage for tonight's matchup here in Snellville, Georgia, where it is a nice, brisk 68 degrees with just a light 2-mile-an-hour wind. And Andre, how are we doing for this evening?
Matchup here, two teams that are destined to be in the playoffs, but now there's the fight for better positions because the higher seeds do get the home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And Potros has been strong this season. Kalonji, typically, as usual, strong as well, but both are going to be wanting the full points today to get themselves positioned properly for the playoffs.
When we look at the leaderboard, you can see Dalton United FC still at the top of the table. Atlanta United Academy caught them just at one little tick. They're just 3 points behind. SSL FC still sitting up there on top, but now we're starting to see Kalonji Pro Profile slowly drag their way up to the top. This tonight will be their 8th match, so they are 2 and even 3 matches in hand against most of their opponents, so they have a way to make it to the top as they always do. Atlanta Rovers holding that 5th spot. Potros, they've stumbled down just a few ticks along these last few weeks, but they're still holding that 6th spot in the playoffs, and that last spot taken by UMAFC with that great win on Sunday over Legends. They have jumped over Atlanta FC into the playoffs, which is a massive, massive result in these last few weeks for Coach Andrew and UMAFC. Dre.
Yeah, it's amazing, talking about UMA. They started the season very slowly, lost a lot of their players to the college season. But a lot of those players are back now, and the U19s that played the bulk of the season didn't do too badly. And so now they're in a spot where they could actually make the playoffs.
And then you see down there at the bottom, 2 teams do get relegated at the end of this season. Legends FC and Club the Strongest are in those spots, don't want to be there. Still a few more weeks left. Hopefully they can find their way back out. Otherwise, the Division 1 is where you're going to be. Tonight, Kalonji Pro Profile, they're in their all-white kits. They're moving from left to right. Potros FC in their all-black kits. They're going to be moving from right to left. And we are underway here, Shiloh Stadium, for this matchup in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. Potros FC have looked really, really well so far this season. They took last season off to get some in-house things in order, and you have really seen a change. Coach Ignacio Macis doing a fantastic job with his squad. You can see here with their lineup, they're playing a typical 4-4-2 lineup. Keep an eye on Benjamin Uranga, number 8. a long-time player with them, and also keep an eye on those two strikers, Gonzalez and Witten. A lot of changes in their squad, Dre.
Yeah, it is something to see with Potros. They've been very organized. There's a reason their manager has won the Manager of the Season award so many years. And it's no different this season. And like you said, with that off-season reorganization where they skipped a season, they've really come back strong, and now they're just building on that talent.
When it comes to Kalonji Pro Profile, you know the names to look for the most. On top, it's always going to be number 7, Anthony Sumo, and number 14, Patrick Okonkwo. Patrick now tied in the Golden Boot race.
Yeah, we got a tight race for the Golden Boot this season, like you said in the previous match. You know, in seasons past, we've had 1 or 2 seasons where it's been a runaway with a single player that just really just dominated. But this season, there's a handful that have an opportunity, and I have a feeling it'll go down to the last match weekend before we know who's going to be that Golden Boot winner.
Right now at the top of the table, you got both Emmanuel Lam from North Georgia United and Patrick Okonkwo at 9 goals. We've seen in seasons past as many as 20 to 25 goals for the Golden Boot. So a little bit less this season, a lot more team-oriented goals. Good turn there by Uranga, trying to work that ball up, wasn't able to do so. Kalonji Pro Profile, they're in their typical 4-3-3 lineup. They're more of what you would consider a counter-attacking team.
Yeah, they have a lot of skill and a great passing game, and so they're able to hold on to that possession and do something with it. Typically, they start out on the slow side, you know, by design, soaking up pressure, hitting on the counter, as you said. But this game, it looks like that they're really starting to kind of press forward with the possession, even at this early time. And so it'll be interesting to see how Potros responds to that. And here they come.
Trying to move down that right-hand side. Win possession, no foul given. Rockhill was able to win possession there for Potros.
I love it when they let them play like this. Walking that line.
And we also love to see those youth players. You look at number 66, Grayson Rockhill. He's only 15 years old. He's had 9 starts this season, 2 assists.
Yeah, even Potros' backup goalkeeper is 16, Memo Miller. And he'll be
nice long throw in, headed across the goal, but it goes all the way through. Kalonji cut off that pass. Trying to get that ball up to the top, not able to do so.
Nicely done that right side.
Working on that right-hand side. Looking for a place. Nice little give and go by Potros. Now they're on that far side. Lifted into the box. Headed away by Kalonji defense. Good turn. Good win.
It's good pressure from Potros.
Kalonji able to do their typical defense in numbers.
I got to say, Larry, Potros looks very lively in attack. You know, I wondered how they would approach this game. Would they take it a little bit slow to get started, not allowing Kalonji to get behind them in defense? But they've been forward thinking. They don't seem very much intimidated at all. They came to play here. Let's see how it lasts. I have the feeling that the sparring that's going on now, so as soon as there's a goal, that's going to change the complexion a little bit. But the question is who's going to be the first one to put it in the back of the net.
Nice long ball forward to Okonkwo. He's not able to work around the defense. Still in possession with Kalonji, though. Switching of the field was Tombadou over to Sumo. Sumo trying to dance around the defender. He's able to do so. Defender comes back, tries to clear it out for a throw. Sumo gets it back.
Potros doing a really good job of closing down those attacking players from Kalonji. Very organized in the back so far, as I see. And they're going to need that against this team, especially Kalonji, who gets stronger and stronger typically as the game goes on.
And the player that Sumo was trying to get connected there in the midfield, number 25, a name that we haven't got to call for some time because of his other caps, is Tony Tiente. He was down with Atlanta United 2 squad. Their season over. He's back down here with Kalonji Pro Profile.
Yeah, it's good to see him back. I know with the Atlanta United 2 ending that, you know, Tiente was still on the books for Kalonji, so he can slot right back in.
And there goes down Anthony Sumo, and it's just outside of, and it's going to be a yellow card issued to number 61.
It's an early yellow.
McLoon, he earns that yellow here. Like you said, Dre, early. We're only in the 7th minute, just coming into the 8th minute now.
And you're getting a feel for how this referee is going to call this game, and so these players are going to catch up with that and play accordingly. But this is a very dangerous position for Kalonji to be into.
You can see right here as Sumo's going forward, McLoon just a little bit of a touch, and that's all it took for Sumo to go down.
Yeah, got a little handsy on him. And a lot of strikers will find themselves easy to go down when they're touched like that. Here we go.
Shot taken, it hits the top bar, comes out. Potros said that was a handball there. Could have been.
Play on, says the referee.
Okonkwo coming all the way back. He earns possession. That ball goes out. Call it a throw. That's definitely earned that one, I guess. Back there in defense as always, Kamani Irving. Kevin Diaz has slotted into the second center back for Kalonji tonight. Long ball forward depth there.
Done.
Trying to get that ball up to Phillips, number 30.
Couldn't control it.
And that goes out for a throw. Forward to Okonkwo. Looking to turn on the defender, but that ball gets knocked out, and it will be a corner. First corner of the match.
Okonkwo was so strong on the ball. He held off that defender, almost got around him to get a cross in, but they do earn that corner. Another scoring opportunity here, a set piece.
Taking a moment to corral up that ball since it was all the way back there. Large back section 4 here at Charlie Jordan Field. Going to be an in-swinger. Headed away by Potros.
Ooh.
Cleared out. A little dangerous clearance, but clearance on the way. Right on the ground all the way into the box.
Corner.
That's another corner for Kalonji.
This is what's going to test Potros' defensive efforts here. How well they mark up on these set pieces. This is where it can be very, very dangerous. A lot of advantages can be had from these set pieces, and if you give them enough, this is the second corner in a couple of minutes.
This corner will be taken again by number 26, Jorge Sandoval. This one's going to be an outswinger. This one finds its way through, but Potros is still able to clear it out. They missed that first clearance, but they were able to get it on the second one. Player down in the box for Kalonji. Trying to see who that was. Looks like he might have just gotten stepped on. Fixing his boot. That was Phillips, number 30. Kalonji get us back underway.
No foul. They're going to keep playing here.
Working down that far side. Potros trying to clear it, but Kalonji finding their way through. Oh, what a beautiful ball. But Verona was there.
Verona spilled that one. Lucky for him, there wasn't a Kalonji player coming off from that side. And he did prevent it from going out for a corner as well. You don't want to give too many of those away, though.
Cameron Verona, the longtime goalkeeper for Potros FC. When Potros took last season off, he went and had a little bit of a stint with Atlanta Rovers, but as soon as they were back in the UPSL this season, of course, he was back in his usual position. This is 42nd cap for Potros FC. Foul for Potros. Just outside center circle. They get us back underway quickly. We're here in the 12th of 14 weeks of the UPSL Georgia fall season for the Premier Division. Good turn there by Potros, and that's going to be a foul committed by Tiente. We were here just a few nights ago when Kalonji Pro Profile was able to beat Veno Tinto Atlanta 3-1. Nice ball lifted into the box, but right into the arms of the keeper.
Good effort from Potros there. They want to put some pressure on that Kalonji back line and the goalkeeper. Try to keep them honest with the balanced play. They've been playing a lot of defense up until now. Smartly stolen by Kalonji. Here they are on a mini break here.
As always on the quick break, Phillips, number 30, he's working down this near side. Step over. Cannot get around the defender. Has to go back to Sandoval. Sandoval sneaks it through, but Verona is there to grab it. That was a great opportunity there. Verona just kind of curved that ball through two defenders. Luckily, Verona was there to mop it up for Potros FC. Uranga looking for somewhere to go. Comes over here on the left-hand side. Valenzuela. He comes forward. Rockhill goes all the way back. Valenzuela. Elects to go back yet again. This time to Hernandez. Hernandez switches play.
Potros showing a lot of
little
patience.
Off there by McLoone, but he's able to get it forward. Will be a throw for Potros. Good ball forward to Witten. Tried that give and go, not able to do so. Lifted high right into the arms of Kalonji keeper. Herrera, he's sending it long, trying to get it to Okonkwo. Not going to be able to do it. Uranga lets that ball roll over to Ramirez. Uranga surveyed in the field. Elects to go over to Valenzuela. Long ball forward. Down the line, Rockhill. He's got possession. to Uronga, then to McLoon. That's a good step there by Mattis. He's able to get through. Here's a mistake by Kalonji. Tried to get it past the keeper, not able to do so. Great work by Potros.
What a chance, opportunistic. But
here's another one. Shot taken. Oh, just goes wide. Going to be a goal kick.
Great sequence of play from Potros, jumping on the mistake there with a half chance there. Goalkeeper did well for Kalonji. And the follow-up wasn't bad either.
Take a look at this chance here. He takes it with his left, and he just pulls it wide.
Very good from Potros. They're showing that they're matching them toe-to-toe here. And unfortunately, Kalonji doesn't employ ball kids here. So the players have to go and fetch that ball. Oh, another mistake.
And is he offside?
That time he was punished. He was onside, according to the AR.
What a massive change of events so quick. Witten with the goal for Potros FC even caught me off guard.
Oh, man, it pounced on another mistake, almost a carbon copy of the first one.
We take a look at this. Give him his props. You can see here another mistake. That ball slid across, and Witten, what a quick counter by Potros, and it's 1-0.
You can make the mistake once and get away with it, but if you keep making the same mistake over, you're going to get punished as they just did. So what an opportunity now with Potros jumping ahead here on the road at Shiloh. 1-0 to Potros. Great
that
start
ball
for
going
them.
All the way back to Verona. It was Pablo Gonzalez with that ball across, number 58.
Oh, here we go. Potros now with their tails in the air. I think anytime you get a lead like this, especially against a team like this away from home,
we always like to say hashtag response time in the first 5 minutes. Here's Sumo, and that ball's going to roll out for a goal kick. Yeah, with that first 5 minutes after your opponent's goal, we call that hashtag response time, because that's when you have to counter as fast as possible to get back in the match. You don't want to let the match start to slip away, but we're only here in the 19th minute.
Yeah, it's very, very early, but Potros will enjoy that one-goal cushion for now as they look to get something more out of it. Again,
here's another opportunity. Witten getting into a great forward opportunity, but that ball just slides all the way across the box.
He was looking to connect.
Kalonji's able to maintain. Sorry about that, Dre.
That's okay. Just looking to connect across. The attacker broke to the right instead of the left. They just didn't. They weren't on the same wavelength there for a second. But here they are, still in a good position to challenge for the attack.
Savary fighting for Kalonji on there. You can see that ball just bouncing around. Everybody in Kalonji getting a touch on that one. Sumo fights off the attack from Mattis and wins a throw.
Kalonji looked a little desperate there in defense. Looked a little, maybe a little bit shell-shocked the way that score went in, but that was two successive mistakes. They gave the ball away in their own final third.
Cleared out by Tombadou, but it's right back into control. And Witten this time's called offsides. Playing that tight line there now because they got caught completely flat-footed on that goal from Witten just a few moments ago. Caught us flat-footed.
Things can happen quickly.
Irving trying to go long to Sumo. Cut off by Potros. It'll be a throw for Kalonji. Akwankwo takes the throw, goes back to Diaz. Coming over here to number 22.
Well, that's going to be a goal kick. Came off the Kalonji player last. Good defending from Potros. As I said earlier, Potros look very, very organized in defense. They're closing down and challenging everything that comes into the area. You got the experience of like a Benjamin Oranga, who's playing a sort of a defensive midfield position right now.
Yeah, that's where he's set up tonight, is in that CDM role, in that 4-4-2 diamond pattern. Rockhill chests the ball down, but he's not able to keep it in. It'll be a throw for Kalonji Pro Profile.
Step on back.
They'll go back to Herrera with the throw. And that goes out for a throw. Getting a little bit deeper in Potros' third. Going to look for a wrong throw from Herrera.
Sumo's being marked very tightly here.
He decides to do that long throw all the way back to Irving instead of towards into the box. Diaz lifts it forward. Okonkwo's not able to get there, and it'll be out for a throw for Potros. Again, we want to take an opportunity to thank our sponsor for today's matchup, Images Frozen in Time. If you're looking for any photography needs, whether it be graduations, weddings, bar mitzvahs, anything that is of a celebration and you need professional photography, contact Images Frozen in Time. One 1-0 here in the 23rd minute. Potros FC with the lead over Kalonji Pro Profile. Kalonji having to go all the way back to the keeper. Irving sends it long. Little bit of a flick from
nice
Sumo, and Verona had to come way out for that ball.
Great
Herrera,
clearance.
he receives the ball here on the near side, works around Rockhill, trying to get it up to Sumo, and Sumo just didn't have the step to get there. Potros control it, but a mistake there, a little too slow. Herrera over to Okonkwo. Okonkwo just didn't have anything there. His line was cut off. Now Witten, he tried to have a fast break, not going to be able to do so. Diaz, he gets it forward. But here's an opportunity. The ball up to Witten. He gets past Kamani. But the keeper was able to get it back to Irving, and Irving knocks it out. It'll be a throw for Potros. Great back-to-back action on both sides of the pitch here. It's been an entertaining 25 minutes so far. That'll be a foul committed.
Really good pace about it.
Irving switches the play. Taken down, that'll be a foul. Tiente picks himself up off the pitch, quickly taken. Gets it up to Okonkwo. Switches play over to Sumo. He's able to have a touch, but not able to control it. It goes out for a throw for Potros. It's one of the things we talk about from time to time, Dre, when we talk about Sumo. He's a great player. He has great size, great structure, decent run, decent speed and pace. The one thing that kind of lets him down is that first touch.
Yeah, he's a really heavy first toucher of the passes that come to him, the crosses, and it's kind of limited his game a little bit. But once he has possession of it, he's very strong on the ball, and so I think it's just one area of his game he just needs to kind of sharpen up a little bit, and he'll be unstoppable.
Verona sends it long. Good fight there on that far side between Witten and the Kalonji player, Diaz. Herrera long down the near side here. Phillips receives it.
Oh, goodness.
Tried to work around the defender, wasn't able to do so, and he's going to earn a corner, though.
Good defending there from Potros, but it is a corner. Another set-piece opportunity for Kalonji.
We'll see what Jorge Sandoval has this time with this in-swinger. To the backside. Okonkwo got a touch on it, but it goes out for a goal kick.
Couldn't quite direct it on the goal mouth, but he was unmarked there on that side, that far post. Dangerous situation. Potros has been marking very well, closing down very well up until now. So they don't want to drop that quality in their play.
Potros' substitutes getting up to start the warm-up process. Remember, in the UPSL, you can have an opportunity of up to 7 substitutes during each match. Back to the keeper. He sends it out to Tombadou. That ball gets headed away by Potros. Center official says that Valenzuela was the last to touch it. This is the 19th appearance for Valenzuela for Potros FC. Center official coming back to have a conversation.
Yeah, there was a lot of discussion there about that last call, and I think the referee wants to make it clear that the authority is the authority in this match.
Back there talking to Palucci, number 63.
And that's the warning. After that will come plastic, I believe.
Only one piece of plastic so far in this match. Number 61, McAloon for Potros.
Yeah, that early card there kind of set the tone of what the referees are going to do.
Good turn, but fouled. Sandoval was trying to go for it. Kamani, he sends it long, but not able to get it to Okonkwo. Back to Irving. Over to Herrera. Here on this near side. Surveying the field. Up to Phillips. Phillips tries to go to Sumo, and again, Sumo just not on the same page with his other players, and he's just a step off.
Yeah, Sumo, like I said before, a very talented player with a lot of quality, but he's not the quickest on that first step. He doesn't have that first touch to really set him apart here. So he's going to have to kind of get a little bit more into the team play.
Verona's able to send that ball forward. Witten with a great touch. Mattis turns, sends it long, but not able to get it to Witten, but it goes out for a throw for Potros. Potros are just working so well together. You know, Dre, it's one of the things that we talk about from time to time when it comes to Kalonji Pro Profile. They may have on paper one of the best squads, but they have a tendency to play as individuals more than as a team. And when you have a team like Potros here who are playing so well together, they're able to pull ahead of Kalonji as they've done so.
Oh.
And that was a great opportunity. Still in play. Back to Mattis. He's knocked off the ball by Tombadou, but they're still able to win the throw.
Yeah, Larry, I think what you said is being illustrated today. I mean, you know, player to player, arguably Kalonji has the better quality players overall. But team-wise, Potros is tight, and that can overcome that individual play sometimes with better talented players.
Here comes a long throw from Rockhill. Into the box, bouncing around.
Oh.
Somehow Kalonji They get a foul there, and now they take it long, but the referee was not ready for them to take that. They get to redo it. That foul was committed on 22 Herrera. That was another great attacking opportunity for Potros. They've really put the screws to Kalonji Pro Profile here in these first 32 minutes.
Yeah, arguably they've had the better chances, and of course the goal so far. So they've done the job. But it is early doors yet. And as we said earlier, Kalonji is a team that typically can be seen to get better and better as the game goes on. Get stronger and stronger, quicker.
See what happens at halftime with Coach Red, with his Kalonji staff. Irving. Sent long. Not able to get that to Okonkwo, and Irving's asking for a foul there right on the far side. You can see the Potros player is down.
Kalonji should have a trainer available to assist.
Trying to see who that is.
Can't see 50.
Looks like it is Valenzuela, number 53, I believe.
Can't see 53 or 63.
Even though it is white numbers on black, it gets a little difficult to see here in the dark. It was 61, it was McLoon. I have to give a lot of props to the other night, Vino Tinto Atlanta with their black kits, but with those neon yellow numbers. It was so delightful to call them.
Yeah, that was nice.
Slow pass for Kalonji, but they earned the throw. Gonzalez, he come all the way back, tried to win it, but knocked it out.
Been doing that all game so far. Hustling around.
Here's an opportunity for Sumo. He gets around the defender, but the ball goes the opposite way. Yeah, just Dre, it seems like so far Potros have just been a step ahead of Kalonji in these first 34 minutes.
Oh, nicely done.
He keeps it in, but Okonkwo, it'll be a corner.
Corner, okay.
Give time for Tiente is going to come over and take it this time. Tiente is going to do an in-swinger. See if Tiente's got a better setup than Sandoval. Right into the box, but cleared away by Potros. That was a great ball in from Tiente.
Yeah, Potros defenders well placed for that, defending that corner, which they've had to do quite a bit here.
Tiente is one of 3 players from Kalonji Pro Profile that had an opportunity to play with Atlanta United 2 this season. Good flick forward by Sumo, but it's going to go out for a goal kick.
So far, Potros have withstood the pressure fairly well when it comes to these set pieces and the attacking play of Kalonji.
Rockhill is fouled by Okonkwo.
Feet taken out from under him. Potros still with that 1-goal advantage. Getting to the latter parts of the first half.
Verona sends it long.
Oh.
Just couldn't control that was Gonzalez.
I think he took his eye off the ball for a second.
Foul committed by Tombadou on Gonzalez. Back underway, Uranga. He sends it long on that far side. Able to keep it. Trying to see what the call was because it almost looked like a handball to me.
Yeah, I think
Or are they going to call? Are they going to call it a foul? Or are they going to call it a corner? Center official comes all the way back and says, yes, that was a foul. Center official Kyle Johnston. He was a little off the ball. He's double checking with his AR, Frank Peacock. And indeed, that is going to be a foul. It's only about 5 yards from the line.
Good opportunity here.
Outswinger into the box, headed. Great
Just
opportunity, just not on frame.
Had somewhat of a free header, though. I'm not sure Kalonji was well marked.
And it didn't even seem like they were well set up for it, but unfortunately for Potros, it goes out for a goal kick. Henry gets us back underway. Going to be a foul. And this is going to be a yellow card issued to Kalonji.
One apiece.
Trying to see if it was on.
There are 2 Kalonji players standing there. I don't have to
Yeah.
see either.
I have to double check who it was. I believe.
I have to try to get this deep.
I believe it was Tom Badu that received that yellow, but we'll confirm that at halftime. Sent in but cleared away. McLoon, he receives it, sends it long back into the box, headed away by Irving. Sent long. Savory. Sandoval over to Phillips, but a great sliding challenge by Potros. They clear it out for a throw. Quickly taken.
Potros just looks so good in defense, even with all the pressure.
Diaz going back to Irving. Slides it across to Savory. Phillips, Savory, back and forth. Go back to Diaz. Herrera. Sumo wanting to receive the ball, but just kind of being in the way. Sumo now has it. He's going to have a foul committed.
It's just, Larry, it just looks like Kalonji are developing things very, very slowly, almost too slowly.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of movement for, a lot of activity for Kalonji in the defense and the midfield, but not so much in the front third. They're getting some corners, another one right there, but they're just haven't done anything with them.
A lot of that's down to the way how well organized Potros is right now. Let's see what happens. Quickly
taken. Herrera! Oh my gosh! Herrera with a beauty of a magic there. He got lucky and then some. Verona was there to block it, and it just deflects off of Verona and into the top of the net. And there's a goal for Kalonji Pro Profile 1-1. Take a look at this. Quickly taken by Sandoval. Catches Potros offside, and just a mistake by Verona there.
Yeah,
Didn't have himself set up.
I think the quick corner really did it, because when the corner was taken, he was still setting up his defenders, and he came back over and just could not. He got a hand on it, but could not keep it out. That's gonna go down as a goalkeeper mistake.
Definitely so. They're in the 41st minute.
So both goals are coming off of defensive mistakes by the other team.
That'll be for number 22, Herrera.
1-1, brand new game.
We'll have a second. We're going to watch that again because you can just see how much it changed. Rockhill gets Potros back underway. Irving.
Yeah,
And that goes out for a throw.
Verona's going to want that one back. I mean, when we show it again, you'll see as soon as it's taken, he's still directing traffic. And he tries to get back, and that ball just came at him really, really quickly.
Tom Badu with a foul. This gives us a chance to look. Look at it here, Dre. Like you're saying, Sandoval decides to take it quickly. Verona's directing traffic. Herrera takes it, and he just doesn't get the setup right, and that is in the back of the net. You could see Verona just wasn't prepared, and when he went down to block it, he just deflected it right up into the top netting, and now it's 1-1.
Just wasn't ready for it. But again, that goes to the experience of Kalonji. You give them enough of these set pieces, and they've had a number of corner kicks, and they're bound to score after giving that many chances.
Lifted forward, headed straight up into the air. Savory was able to clear it, but it came back. Deflection still in play for Potros. Mattis, he hits it with his left, and that ball's going to go out. It'll be a goal kick. Like we said, this is Verona's 42nd appearance for Potros FC, and just got to you know how it is as a keeper, and you just kind of have to shake it off because that was just a mistake, an outright just mistake on his part. Yeah,
Verona's a solid goalkeeper, but the thing about that position is that you're exposed when you make any type of mistake.
That foul was committed on Herrera by number 56, or 66. I'm sorry, Rockhill. Irving will get us back underway here in the 43rd minute. We'll see how many minutes of stoppage time we'll get. I wouldn't expect.
Maybe a couple of minutes.
Yeah, 2, 3 at most.
Hasn't been a lot of stoppages. 2 goals.
It's been a very entertaining first 45.
Yeah, good entertaining match. Good pace about it. Plenty of back and forth action.
Kalonji will have a throw here.
Somewhat a lot at stake here. I mean, Kalonji does need to try to get maximum points if they have any hope of trying to get that division title.
Yeah,
their games in hand help them.
And that's the thing about Kalonji. Kalonji will always end up at this point in the season with a couple games in hand, and then they make a run for the top of the table out of nowhere.
Yeah, a lot of teams don't like the fact that they do that, but when you have a team that plays in as many competitions as that, sometimes the schedule, changes that they have to make do give them an advantage late in the season when they have games to make up. But at the same time, you got to, a fixture congestion problem.
Here comes Herrera again. Into the box, earns another corner for Kalonji Pro Profile.
That's the thing. You get more and more of these set pieces, it strains your ability to keep them out. So.
The last one was successful with a goal. We'll see what this one can do for Sandoval. This one's going to be a long in-swinger, it looks like. Indeed, into the box, headed away by Potros. Back over to Sandoval. He's onside. He works around 2 defenders, lifted into the box, far side, headed away, sent forward.
Oh.
Here's a chance. Shot taken. Great save by Verona. He has to clear it again. His defense helps him out.
Oh.
Woo, that was a great set of play by Potros. All defense on deck for that one.
Oh, great work in goal there by Verona.
Take a look at this opportunity for Kalonji. Great ball in. It heads away. Back forward from Tabadu, and just a fantastic save from that Diaz shot. And that is it for the first 45 here at Charlie Jordan Field.
Yeah, there was no stoppage time.
No stoppage time whatsoever. So we go into the halftime. It is 1-1, Kalonji Pro Profile and Potros FC. Dre, I want to get your thoughts before we step away at half.
Well, I think the Potros coaching staff will be very happy with the position right now. despite the mistake that, gave the equalizer back to Kalonji. But they've been on top of this game. And, if they give another half like this and prevent those mistakes, they have a really good chance to go maximum points today.
Fantastic first 45, great entertaining stuff. Can we see the same in the second 45? You will find out in a few moments. Don't go away, everybody. We'll be back for the second half between Kalonji Pro Profile and Potros FC.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans. So they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Yards from the line.
Good opportunity here.
Outswinger into the box, headed.
Just
Great
high.
opportunity.
A lot of that's down the way how well organized Potros is right now. Let's see what happens.
Quickly taken. Herrera! Oh my gosh! Herrera with a beauty. He's onside. He works around two defenders. Lifted into the box, far side, headed away. Sent forward.
Go.
Here's a chance. Shot taken. Great save by Verona. He has to clear it again. Good win.
It's good pressure from Potros.
Kalonji able to do their typical defense in.
Atlanta United 2 ending that, Tiente was still on the books for Kalonji, so he can slot right back in.
And there's go. Headed.
It's good pressure from Potros.
Kalonji able to do their typical defense in.
Atlanta United 2 ending that, Tiente was still on the books for Kalonji, so he can slot right back in.
And there's go. Headed away by Potros.
Ooh.
Cleared out. A little dangerous clearance, but clearance on the way. Right on the ground all the way. Cannot get around the defender. Has to go back to Sandoval. Sandoval sneaks it through, but Verona is there to grab it. That step there by Mattis. He's able to get through. Here's a mistake by Kalonji. Tried to get it past the keeper, not able to do so. Great work by Potros.
What a chance, opportunistic. But
Here's another one. Shot taken. Oh.
Oh, another mistake.
And is he offside?
That time he was punished. He was
Finger. To the backside. Okonkwo got a touch on it. Only about 5 yards from the line.
good opportunity here.
Outswinger into the box, headed.
Just
Great opportunity.
And a lot of that's down to the way how well organized Potros is right now. Let's see what happens. Quickly
taken. Herrera, oh my gosh, Herrera with a beauty. He's onside, he works around two defenders, lifted into the box, far side, headed away, sent forward.
Oh.
Here's a chance, shot taken, great save by Verona. He has to clear it again. Good win.
It's good pressure from Potros.
Kalonji able to do their typical defense in
Atlanta United 2 ending that, you know, Tiente was still on the books for Kalonji, so he can slot right back in.
And there's headed away by Potros.
Ooh.
Cleared out. A little dangerous clearance, but clearance on the way. Right on the ground all the way. Cannot get around the defender. Has to go back to Sandoval. Sandoval sneaks it through, but Verona is there to grab it. That step there by Mattis. He's able to get through. Here's a mistake by Kalonji. Tried to get it past the keeper, not able to do so. Great work by Potros.
What a chance, opportunistic. But
here's another one. Shot taken. Oh,
another mistake.
And is he offside?
That time he was punished.
Finger. To the backside. Okonkwo got a touch on. Only about 5 yards from the line.
Good opportunity here.
Outswinger into the box, headed.
Just
great opportunity.
And a lot of that's down to the way how well organized Potros is right now. Let's see what happens. Quickly
taken. Herrera, oh my gosh, Herrera with a beauty. He's onside, he works around two defenders, lifted into the box, far side, headed away, sent forward. Here's a chance, shot taken, great save by Verona. He has to clear it again. Good win.
It's good pressure from Potros.
Kalonji able to do their typical defense in
Atlanta United 2 ending that, you know, Tiente was still on the books for Kalonji, so he can slot right back in.
And there's headed away by Potros.
Ooh.
Cleared out. A little dangerous clearance, but clearance on the way. Right on the ground all the way. Cannot get around the defender. Has to go back to Sandoval. Sandoval sneaks it through, but Verona is there to grab it. That step there by Mattis. He's able to get through. Here's a mistake by Kalonji. Tried to get it past the keeper, not able to do so. Great work by Potros.
What a chance, opportunistic. But
here's another one. Shot taken.
Another mistake.
And is he offside?
That time he was punished.
Finger. To the backside. Okonkwo got a touch on. Only about 5 yards from the line.
Good opportunity here.
Outswinger into the box,
Oh.
headed.
Just
Great opportunity.
A lot of that's down to the way how well organized Potros is right now. Let's see what happens.
Quickly taken. Herrera, oh my gosh,
Goalkeeper
Herrera with a beauty. He's onside, he works around two defenders, lifted into the box, far side, headed away, sent forward.
Oh.
Here's a chance, shot taken, great save by Verona. He has to clear it again. Good win.
It's good pressure from Potros.
Kalonji able to do their typical defense in.
Atlanta United 2 ending that, you know, Tiente was still on the books for Kalonji, so he can slot right back in.
And there's headed away by Potros.
Ooh.
Cleared out. A little dangerous clearance, but clearance on the way. Right on the ground all the way. Cannot get around the defender. Has to go back to Sandoval. Sandoval sneaks it through, but Verona is there to grab it. That step there by Mattis. He's able to get through. Here's a mistake by Kalonji. Tried to get it past the keeper, not able to do so. Great work by Potros.
What a chance, opportunistic. But
Here's another one. Shot taken. Oh,
another mistake.
And is
And
he
there was-
offside?
That time he was punished.
Finger. To the backside. Okonkwo got a touch on. Only about 5 yards from the line.
Good opportunity here.
Outswinger into the box, headed. Great
Just
opportunity.
A lot of that's down to the way how well organized Potros is right now. Let's see what happens.
Quickly taken. Herrera, oh my gosh,
Goalkeeper
Herrera with a beauty. He's onside, he works around two defenders, lifted into the box, far side, headed away, sent forward.
Oh.
Here's a chance, shot taken, great save by Verona. He has to clear it again. Good win. And welcome back here, Charlie Jordan Field, Shiloh Stadium. 45 minutes have passed, 1-1 between Kalonji Pro Profile and Potros FC. Larry Weaver here alongside Andre Bomar to bring you all the coverage. And you've been watching at halftime all of the highlights from that first 45. And Dre, I really have to say, Potros came with a fantastic template against Kalonji, and so far they've been able to hold up.
Yeah, their strategy coming into this game has really worked out for them. They're pressing really hard all over the pitch against Kalonji. Very well organized in defense, and a competent attack that saw them lead early on 1-0. So it's all to play for in the second half with 1-1 right now. They gave up actually both goals were the result of defensive errors from the teams. But, you know, those types of things can make the difference between a win and a loss or a draw. And so we'll have a lot to look at in the second half.
And when we look at the leaderboard, as we said from the beginning, Dalton United at the top of the table with Atlanta United just 3 points behind. SSL FC, Kalonji Pro Profile, Atlanta Rovers, Potros FC, and UMA FC. They make up the top 7 spots. Those 7 spots, they move on to the playoffs here in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. First team gets a first round bye, so Dalton United in that catbird seed right now. all teams that are the high seed, they earn home field advantage throughout the playoffs here. Will be a big thing as we move through here. We have 12 matches that are played by each team throughout this fall playoff or this fall season. So far, UMA and SSL, they're both sitting at 11 matches played so far. A lot of teams with some games at hand. The one with the most in hand right now is Kalonji Pro Profile. They still have 2 games in hand, with this being their 8th match of the season. So like they do in so many other seasons, they have a way to sneak their way up in that bracket to find their way at the top of the table.
Yeah, we're definitely at the business end of the season now, and don't forget about goal difference too. That can be the tiebreaker for some of these close races.
And when we talk about goal differential, it's going to be Atlanta United Academy that has it right now. Second half, Potros are going to get us underway. They're in their all-black kits. They're moving from left to right. Kalonji Pro Profile, all-white kits, right to left.
I'm willing to bet, Larry, we're going to see a lot of what we saw in the first half.
Gonzalez gets us back underway. Again, thank you for joining us along here on this Wednesday night matinee match. Here's an opportunity right off the bat for Potros Witten. And that ball's knocked out by Savory for a throw. Once you get through the playoffs, you win the playoffs, you earn a seat in the national playoffs.
That's right. Our division winner will go on to the nationals. There's 32 spots in the national playoffs, and with over $100,000 worth of prizes in a number of different rounds there.
Rock Hill with a long throw in, headed away by Kalonji. Witten, he takes a shot and sends it way over the bar. First opponent for the winners of the Georgia playoffs will be Tennessee Kentucky's entrant into the national 32.
Yeah, developing quite a rivalry between the two conferences here. Be interesting to see how that goes this season as well. See who
Last few
represents each
seasons
one.
in the Tennessee Kentucky, it's been Tennessee Tempo that have made it into the national playoffs. They defeated Dalton United in the spring. Had a little bit of help with Mother Nature with that absolute just downpour. Right now in the Kentucky-Tennessee region, pre-college DA is on top. Tennessee Tempo's in second. Third is St. Louis City's Academy. St. Louis City just got knocked out of the MLS playoffs by Sporting Kansas City. And there's a foul committed by Uronga on Phillips. And Uronga is going to go ahead and get some plastic for that foul.
Good hard-nosed tackle there, but judged to be unfairly done. Call for the yellow.
Here in the UPSL Premier Division, we now have 17 MLS academies that have joined. So far, no MLS academy has lifted that national trophy. Atlanta United was the very first academy to join. And these MLS academies are seeing how much the competition in the UPSL is improving their squads, and you're seeing more and more come into the league. Tiente, he's going to take this. Great ball forward. But it gets headed over, and it'll be a corner.
Yeah, headed out by Potros there. But that was a good ball in.
Potros got us started with the goal scoring in the 17th minute by number 41, Witten. Kalonji Pro Profile didn't answer until the 40th minute with that catching Verona off guard.
Another set piece for Kalonji.
Outswinger coming in, headed away. Sandoval with that quick take on that corner in the 40th minute caught Verona off guard. He was still setting up his squad. Number 22, Herrera, with that shot, and it deflected right off his arm into the top of the net. 1-1 is where we find ourselves. Verona sends it long. And you know, as a keeper, Dre, you'll be thinking about that for 3 days.
Yeah, you'll never forget that. That's the kind of thing that gives you nightmares as a goalkeeper.
Even if Potros find a way to win this match, doesn't matter. You still be thinking about that.
Yeah, you never forget it.
Out for throw for Kalonji. Kalonji has had exposure in the national tournament. They made it all the way to the Final Four a couple seasons back in Arizona.
Yeah, they won the third place game as well.
This national tournament this fall finds our way back to the UPSL birth home of Irvine, California.
Players bunching up here. They need to get some space here. Move the ball like they did the first half.
And there's a foul committed by Mattis on Phillips.
Yeah.
Right center line.
Didn't take that in the spot at all, and I think it hurt him.
And you hear both teams arguing that. Sent forward by Kalonji, but just cleared away. Be a throw.
So far, the play in the second half is not as fluid as it was in the first.
Here comes the first substitute of the day, and it's for Kalonji Pro Profile. And it's going to be Phillips that's coming off. Number 30. Newly entered, number 10. Foul. And that's going to be on Okonkwo. That's going to earn the yellow.
I guess he's being a judge, though. Jumped into him and earned himself a yellow for his efforts. The Potros player has stayed down.
Demise is number 10, who came on for Kalonji.
It's a bit shaken, but I think he'll walk that off.
Try to see who that is. That it was Palucci who was fouled there by Okonkwo. That's the second yellow of the day for Kalonji, and 2 as well for Potros. Newly entered Demise sends it long for Sandoval. He's able to get there in time, keep it in. Goes back to Demise. Trying a nutmeg that's unsuccessful. That was Tombadou who came through the Potros player. Starting to get a lot more physical. Business is picking up. Mattis with the ball forward,
nice ball.
But Gonzalez is to his back of his heels. Not able to have that ball in front of him to run with it.
So close to breaking on that.
Tiente goes back to Irving. Sent long. A lot of long balls being sent forward from Kalonji tonight. Savory goes back to Tombadou. Goes over to Irving. There's a run on the far side. Cut off by Potros. Witten, he receives it. Mattis trying to send it back, not able to do so. That ball is just going to roll out for a goal kick. Potros trying to increase the pace. It's one of the things, we've seen it a couple times, Dre, where it's been Potros' pace that's caught Kalonji off guard. Kalonji at times are just kind of moving through the motions.
Yeah, I think that's the organization of Potros has kind of unsettled Kalonji, who, as we've said before, play like 11 very talented individuals, but when they come up against a well-organized team, it can disrupt their rhythm. And I think that's what's happened here. We call a lot of Kalonji matches, and really Kalonji, when they are playing with a chip on their shoulder, that's when they play to their strength. Yeah, it almost gets that way sometimes when you see them go down. They seem to come up with that determination, that extra adrenaline that you don't see early in matches.
There's a good ball forward from Demise, but nobody there. Verona coming all the way out, clearing that ball. We had the opportunity to call that match a few weeks ago between SSL and Kalonji, the Kalonji Derby, with SSL being a component off of Kalonji, and it was SSL who took the early lead, and then Kalonji, with that chip on their shoulder and with Patrick Okonkwo, just pulled away with a 5-3 victory. But they went down, they took SSL for granted there for a little while.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have taken SSL for granted this season.
Yeah, they've had a fantastic season. We didn't, when we went into this season, we did not expect to see them as high up as they are right now, sitting there in third place. And they've kind of flirted with the top spot a couple times early in the season.
Yeah, I think you'll notice that from the Center Circle podcast when we did our preview at the beginning of the season. I think all of the pundits on there were thinking mid-table at best. But boy, they've proven everybody wrong here.
They had a decent season in the spring in Division One. We were expecting to really see entertaining feat from UMA because they were so delightful to watch in Division One, not expecting that a lot of their squad was going to be deteriorated with them moving on to college. So they had to play the first half, more than the first half of the season, with their U19 academy, but they were able to hold strong. Now some of those top stars are back, and you're really seeing UMA make a run for the playoffs.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. If UMA do make the playoffs, most of their college players are back. And that could make all the difference in the world to a deep run for them in the division playoffs.
Just not able to get that ball to Demise. Good ball forward by Savory, but he wasn't able to get it into the path. Demise, the first substitute of this match. Again, 7 subs can be done per team. We have another sub geared up, ready to go for Kalonji.
It's like sumo's going off.
It's Sumo's day is done. Newly entered player was immediately got involved and knocked his shoe off. Long ball taken up to Okonkwo. He's able to chest it down, but not able to control it. Again, another foul by Okonkwo. This time he's not going to receive any extra plastic for that foul, at least not as yet. Hopefully he doesn't want to see a red.
The referee is maybe saying that, hey, that's your last opportunity.
Let's see who. It's 34 who came on for Sumo. That being Rafael Diaz. So far here in this second 45, it's Kalonji, who's looking to get some new fresh legs. And there's an opportunity by the newly entered Diaz. He made that run.
Fresh legs.
Just didn't get it on frame. But you saw those fresh legs work right off the bat.
He took advantage of it. It's one of those things that, you know, on the surface, from Potros' point of view, a nice leisurely pass out to the corner turned into a disaster almost.
Good chest down touch by Potros, and there's a push in the back by Diaz, and it's going to earn at least a throw.
Yes.
It was a good ball forward from Ramirez, number 7.
Seems a really weird foul to make. The ball was going out.
Yeah, they were going to have it regardless. Gonzalez, though, he goes down, going to earn a free kick.
Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't plastic shown on that one.
Yeah, this is just 30 yards out, taken quickly. Gonzalez on the ball, into the box, cleared away. And that'll be a corner for Potros.
Although I think it went out on the touchline. I think it's going to be a throw.
Is it going to be a throw?
Yeah, he did not point at the corner, at the flag. It was good.
Indeed, it will be a throw.
Oh, yeah.
Potros are already gearing up their first substitute of the match. Rock Hill will be the one that's going to be doing it. And it.
Tell you what, a good throw would be just like a corner at this position.
Good throw in, but cleared away by Kalonji. Potros end up running into each other there between Rock Hill and Mattis. That ball lifted to Henry.
Ooh.
He let that ball bounce. A little dangerous, but he was still able to control it.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't come out for that one.
Henry, one of the better players, better keepers here in the UPSL Georgia division. He had some stint in Germany, got some semi-pro time over there a few seasons back. Here's a substitute for Potros. We'll see who it is that's going to be coming off.
Off the bench now.
That is, I believe that is Gonzalez's day is done. Let's see who it is that who replaced him. So, up top striker replaced for Potros. He's replaced by number 17, Dante Andre. This is his 25th appearance for Potros FC. Shot taken.
Ooh, got
and
off
it
of
just has to push that over the bars, Verona, because that came in with some pace.
The Potros defender backed off of him just at that critical moment, and he almost put that in from long range there.
Tom Badu sent that with him. Nice pace.
Great shot, good save.
We'll take a look at it here in just a moment. This will be an in-swinger by Sandoval. All the way to the backside. Fancy acrobatics by Okonkwo, but he's not able to get a good touch on it. Take a look at this one, Dre. You see this ball flicked back forward. You see Tom Badu. He just rips one. And a great save there by Verona.
Found his own space there and just took a shot. Got it on target. But Verona was equal to the task there.
Potros moving down that far side. Tried to give and go there with Witten, not able to get it to him. Good work by Kalonji working down that far line. Gonna earn a corner.
Yet another corner. They've had a lot of them. Like I say, that's the dangerous part. Put pressure on yourself when you give those set pieces away.
Be another in-swinger from Sandoval. Couple players running up. Diaz coming up from all the way in the back. Lifted in. Diaz, he just came all the way up from the back line, headed that, and he almost pulled off a sensational goal there, Drake, because he just made his way all the way up from the back line of Kalonji, all the way up, received that ball, headed it forward, but he was just off a little bit on his angle.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, too. Coming up like that, he was totally unmarked. And so They couldn't account for him. And he had a free header.
Ramirez.
Oh, nice move there.
Oh, good move by
It's offside,
Andre, but Witten knew he was offside, so
yeah.
he let that go. Henry headed forward from Potros.
Ooh, nice first touch there.
Andre already making some really good moves.
Ooh, he's
For
on.
Potros, he's onside. Slides it across.
Oh.
Mattis.
Oh.
The Jamaican not able to get that ball from underneath his feet,
Why
but it
didn't
is
he
going to be a
first time
corner.
that? He took an extra touch, and I think that threw him off, and also gave the defender an opportunity to put him off.
Mattis just couldn't get that ball where he wanted it.
Could have pounced on it at first. He might have had an opportunity to get it on frame, but took that extra touch and then looped it over the goal.
McLoone is going to do an outswinger here. Headed away by Kalonji.
A chance for a break.
On the move. Here they come.
3-on-2.
Just bad
wonderful.
pass. They had all the opportunity in the world there, and then that one's just wasted and
Horrible,
goes out.
Horrible shot.
Man,
there.
that was just a great opportunity and great work by the defense for Potros. Ramirez, he was Johnny on the spot there for them.
Stuck out a leg. Man, that's what defensive play of the game there.
You can take a look here.
Yes,
this
let's take-
ball forward, and Ramirez right on time with
Off his
that.
feet. Love to see that kind of play.
That was just sensational from the Potros player. That's Sebastian's 79th appearance here for Potros tonight. Foul by Potros. Kalonji, get us back underway. Irving. Good ball forward. Just another step ahead was the Potros defender.
That's what I mean, Larry. That defensive organization they have, they seem to be able to be up to the task.
And we've heard them communicating all night long from up here in the press box.
Absolutely. I mean, even with the number of set pieces that Kalonji have had, they scored on one by being opportunistic and taking advantage of Potros not being prepared. But Potros has been up to the task otherwise. Oh, he split the defenders. He
Pulled
got
back.
pulled
Diaz
down.
is
That's
going to
gonna
get
be
booked for that one for
for
sure.
sure.
Witten had a run.
He knew he was beat. Potros thinks that maybe should be a red card.
Well, I believe there was a second defender right there with him. We'll take a look right here on the replay. Because you see here, this is a great ball. Witten pulling through, and because you could see Savory was right there. Savory had a bit of a step on him, had a better pace than Witten, but Diaz had no choice. He had to pull him down.
And he was totally beaten on that play.
And give it to Witten. You saw him just get that ball and just streak through the two defenders. This ball's going to be right about 35 yards out, right about center line. Uronga is going to get it sent in. Takes a shot on goal, up and down.
Oh, wow, just over. Good keep. That's going to be a corner, too.
That'll be a corner because it made its way between the American football in the top bar for the goal.
Great opportunity on that free kick.
That was a great free kick taken by Uronga. It got up and down.
What a goal that would have been.
Be an in-swinger by McLoone. Low and cleared away. Take a look at the replay of that last opportunity by Uronga. And you see here, over that wall, and Henry had to get it right on that save.
Yeah, it needed saving.
Pushed it over the bar. We got a substitute geared up for Kalonji after this throw. Nice long throw. headed away. It'll be a corner for Potros.
Well, here's Potros' opportunities with the set pieces. A couple of corners here and a throw in. All giving them opportunities right after that free kick by Iranga.
See who they choose to be the substitute. You know for a fact the one guy that is not coming off that pitch for Kalonji is going to be a Okonkwo.
Yeah.
Another out in swinger from McLoon. This one headed away by Kalonji and kind of deflected off of Andre.
Ooh,
good
touch.
Potros coming out on top into the box. Henry's there to control that ball.
Good sequence of play, though, from Potros on that.
They're getting more opportunistic there, Dre.
Yeah, they really are. They could make the difference in the game. I'm starting to get that feeling that the next goal could be the winning goal.
Fouls committed right there at center circle. Tombadou. Trainer is asked to come on. That foul coming when that challenge, that hitter challenge between the two players. I think maybe just when he was coming down, the Potros player kind of got a stamp on the foot. You see Benjamin Uranga right there. Looks like he took a shot to the midsection.
Yeah, a little bit of pain coming out of that challenge.
And like we were talking about, Dre, we're coming deep into the fall season, and tonight, weather's conditions, it's 64 degrees. The temperature's been falling all night long. Wind is picking up about 13 miles an hour. Most of the Midwesterns are like 64 degrees. What's the problem? But Atlanta's not used to these cooler temperatures.
Yeah, we had a somewhat hot summer, and now they're having to adjust to the cooler temperatures. But I tell you what, we talked about the games in hand that Kalonji have, and in some ways you look at that as an advantage for them to come in, and they can really springboard up the table. But the downside of that is fixture congestion. They're having to play at least 2 games mid week. And there might be others games where they might have to play back-to-back Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
And so those types of things at this late stage of the season could work against them. When you factor in fatigue and injuries and things of that nature, and plus other teams hitting their stride. They're playing against teams that are really at the peak performance of the season.
Tombadou off right now after treatment, waiting for the center official to let him back on. He's back on the pitch.
It closed down really well there, Potros. Look at there.
Tombadou goes right back down. That injury has done him in. Andre trying to do something for Potros. Works around. Here's Witten wide open. Shot taken. And that's in the back of the net for Potros FC.
Oh, my God.
Witten with his brace of the match. What a goal for Potros FC. Exactly what they needed. Caught Kalonji off guard on that far side.
Oh, man. It all started in the defensive third, where they got the ball back by closing down, found the outlet down the right side.
And look at that. Stays on side, and he slots it.
Fantastic work there.
Kalonji trying to call for the offsides.
I think he timed it just right, though.
And he's been doing that all night long, just getting it right.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't get that offside trap just right, you can get burned like that. But, it's just a great sequence of play. Potros went from defense to attack really, really quickly.
And we were watching Tombadou go down because of that injury. And Kalonji was completely all out of sorts because of that. And Potros take advantage. He's back together. Long ball sent forward for Verona. He just lets it roll around before grabbing it. use up a few seconds that he can. Tombadou down yet again.
Yeah, they might have to get.
Yeah, they just did a substitute. I was trying to see who it is that came off for Kalonji. It should have been Tombadou that had been subbed. You can see that they're working on getting the next person up for Kalonji. It'll be a drop ball for Potros. They're going to go ahead and allow Tombadou to be subbed out now. Interesting.
Yeah, you wonder what part did that play in the transition that Potros did so successfully. But I tell you what, it was coming. But again, that defensive play springboarded that attack. That was great. Free kick for Potros, putting it back into play.
Long across. Kalonji cut the pass off. Sandoval trying to send it forward to somebody. This one sent straight in the air. McLoon controlling it.
Cleared out.
Witten gets a touch on it. Great ball, Mattis. He's able to work through that. And he's called for a foul. I have to say no on that one, Dre.
I was even thinking it was a foul from Kalonji on the Potros player, but well, we're not down there, so.
Yeah. Number 13, Ramos, replaced Tombadou.
Another close call for Potros on that mini break there that they almost created. Tell you what, if they score another goal, that's going to be almost a nail in the coffin for this game. The 76th minute now.
2 goals for Aaron Witten, number 41 for Potros FC. He has really, really had a sensational match tonight. These first 77 minutes really kept that Kalonji defense guessing back there. He's had some fantastic runs.
He's going to get close.
Tiente, he takes a shot, saved by
save.
Verona. They gave him space, and he went ahead and took the opportunity to take the shot.
Yeah, he worked his he kind of created his own space by his movement there and was able to get a good shot off, but Verona was equal to the task. Great match.
Irving sends it forward, but right into the path of McLoon. Andre trying to do something with it.
Andre has come on and done
Fought off
his
3
job
defenders. Mattis not able to have a good touch. Kalonji able to clear. Right now, Kalonji having to defend in numbers and just get it cleared. That one's going to be a head shot.
This doesn't help Kalonji. Seconds ticking off here. 78th minute.
Moving up that right-hand flank, that far side. Mattis cuts it off. Cleared out, 4th row.
Potros sticking with that stingy defense. They're just not giving Kalonji time on the ball.
Yeah, just Coach Mesa's setup for Potros and the Potros staff really had them prepared for this match.
Look how they just close them down, sticking close to them. When they are able to do that, that's when they're getting the advantage of getting the ball back and hitting on the break themselves. Kalonji's looking for a way through.
That ball's knocked out. It'll be a throw for Kalonji on that far side.
Missed time by the defender there. Had an opportunity to get that break going in the other direction, but just mistimed it and missed the ball
Substitute for
altogether.
Potros is ready to go. Come in after this long throw for Kalonji. Center official is going to allow the substitute.
Yeah, he's gone off behind the goal. The player coming off.
It's number 7, Ramirez's day is done.
I think he lost the grip of that. That throw in there.
Yeah.
Kind of went straight up at
Here's
him.
a chance
Wow.
for Andre.
Look at that
Great
first
ball
touch.
forward, and the counterattack is on.
He needs some help, though.
Potros
Held up the ball. Now
able
it's
to
help
do
at
that
the
give and
right.
go from Mattis. Andre had it for a moment, and it's going to be a goal kick. That was a great little set of play there.
See, Andre has come on, and it's been an impact player.
Got another substitute ready to go for Potros. That gives us an opportunity to look at that play just a second ago, Dre. And you see Andre give and go to Mattis. What a nice little nutmeg, but he's not able to control it. And Irving helps it go out, and it'll be a goal kick. And I think it might be Uranga whose day is
Yeah, I
done.
think he was cramping up there, so it might be more or less an injury substitution. They want to have everybody 100% as these closing minutes come up. We're less than 10 minutes of regular time right now.
Just trying to get the name to the last sub for Potros.
Tell you what, Kalonji has a tough. Oh,
Cleared away by Potros.
they save it.
And that one is still in.
Yeah.
Foul. And it'll be a foul for Kalonji. Number 55, Sayer, was the newly entered player for Potros.
Kalonji searching for that equalizer.
The other substitute that came in just before him was number 56, Boone Presert. Lifted in, cleared away by Potros. Straight up in the air.
That's going to be a foul.
And
on
there's a
Kalonji.
foul. And you said it just a second ago, Dre. Ever since Dante Andre came into the match, he has really made a change for Potros FC. He's really controlled the pace up there.
I mean, he really is he's not only the playmaker, but he's also a target guy. I mean, and his first touch is sublime. I mean, it's making a difference, and it's, springboarding the attack.
And working off of between Andre and Mattis, the two have really had some success these last couple moments.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if they get another opportunity to get an attack onto the goal. Kalonji's going to have hard work even just to get the equalizer.
83rd minute, we are in.
Plenty of time.
As we stand right now in the leaderboard, it looks like about 18 points is what you're going to need to make it into the playoffs. Both of these two teams are right about there. Potros with 15 points right now, Kalonji with 17 before this match went underway.
Yeah, win here almost for Potros would almost solidify a playoff place. They don't have the best goal difference.
As it stands right now, most of the away travel is out of the playoffs. Birmingham is currently out of the playoffs. North Georgia is out of the playoffs. Legends, of course. UMA and Dalton are the two teams at the farthest away in the playoffs. Dalton Stadium is just a powerhouse for them up there.
And they have an instant dynasty here in the Georgia Premier Division, Dalton United.
In the last two seasons, they've earned a lot of hardware. Andre fighting off 3 Kalonji players.
Oh, he's found the outlet guy.
That one will go out for a throw for Potros.
And more importantly, more seconds off the clock here as they continue to dominate possession. And Potros has had more quality possession as well.
And Potros has been able to hold off any type of attack from Patrick Okonkwo, keeping him from getting anywhere higher in that golden boot race. Foul, but not called.
Still in play.
Kalonji cleared out. But nobody there, so it'll go out for a Potros throw.
More seconds off the clock. Less than 5 minutes left here in regular time.
We didn't have a lot of time, almost no time for the first half of stoppage.
We had like 10 seconds in stoppage time.
So maybe not much of anything this second half. We'll see. That one's deflected off of Kalonji. It'll be a Potros throw.
And there haven't been a lot of stoppages.
A few subs this second half.
Yeah.
And just the one goal. It's been a very entertaining match between these two.
Potros playing like champions today. Just really methodical.
And they just
hustling all over the pitch.
You can see how much the inclusion of Coach Massis has been to this Potros squad coming in this season. And he's really got these guys focused as a unit.
Yeah, it's a bad
And there's
tackle.
a foul.
Yeah.
Witten with the foul.
Badly mistimed, unfortunately for him.
And this is going to be about 35 yards out for Tiente. He's got plenty of talent to get this ball up and down. Let's see if he can keep it on frame. Just a two-man wall. And that one hits the American football bar. He got it up, but it just didn't come back down.
Didn't dip. 87th minute.
You know, it's one thing that we noted before the match, Dre. Kalonji just doesn't have a lot of substitutes for this match. They are probably done with their substitutes for the day.
Yeah, that's been a problem, again, all season long. You know, they split their time with other competitions, and some of their players play in so many different competitions. They can't play in the UPSL. And in this division,
Is Irving?
Ooh.
That was a
Boy, that's
dangerous ball back from Irving, and Henry had to take it and head it forward, but Potros had an opportunity there. They had to get it
really
right,
did.
and they just barely got it right.
Oh, it was a mini break again for Potros.
Witten.
He's off.
I'm going to say Andre was off on that time.
Flag didn't. Whoa.
And there's the flag coming up for being off.
Now, yeah. Kalonji searching for that equalizer.
That ball, he had to be offside. Yes, I'm going to say he had to be offside.
Yeah, I was thinking that's a good 5 yards offside.
At least.
So now time is a real factor for Kalonji. They're probably just going to look at trying to get at least a point out of this with a late goal, but Potros wouldn't bet against them scoring either.
Foul for Kalonji.
Potros needs to work on their goal difference anyway.
89 minutes.
Sure, Kalonji's going to throw everybody forward.
Sent
Long-range
forward.
shot.
Oh, Okonkwo, that was his opportunity and just couldn't get it on frame.
Just the type of goal that he can score, and he just gets that all wrong.
You see here with this ball is just slotted in there.
Oh,
and
he's found
Okonkwo, he needs to
split
just
defenders.
tap it into frame, and that time just a little too much on it, and it bounces out. And
Verona's going to take every second that he can before he puts this ball back into play.
he had off the ball injury there for number 41, Witten.
Oh, yeah.
You see he's
They'll add on some
slowly
time
making
for
his way,
this.
and it looks like he is going to be substituted. The man with the brace for Potros substituted out here in the 90th minute. Fantastic match for the current goal scorer and winner of this match, Aaron Witten, number 41. Foul committed there. Card is issued to number 13, Ramos.
Stoppage time now.
Still trying to see who it was that replaced Witten over there on that far side.
Boy, what a win for Potros if they're able to do this. Coming away from home, playing at Kalonji Pro Profile.
In midweek, no less. And that was one of the things that we were interested in, is what version of Kalonji would we see tonight?
That's true.
Kalonji, oh, what a
look at
tackle
that
there.
tackle.
Potros FC's defense getting it right on every sorts today. Number 56, Brunpersert, got that exactly right. Here's a ball in. Got him all the way through. Missed by both defenders. Savory dancing around Potros player.
Oh,
what a tackle there.
Oh, my God.
Sayer got that absolutely right, and now Andre has the ball on this far side. Good dancing around, but not able to get past Irving. Irving able to get it to Sayer.
What an engine Andre has.
Savory, he loses
look
it,
at that.
but Irving helps him out.
Trying to get
That
it
ball
back down
gets
the other
cleared
way.
out. It'll be a Potros throw. Man, Potros has gotten it absolutely right these last few moments. Just been so impressed with their play tonight.
It's really been a stellar performance from Potros.
Missed possession there. Henry has to clear it. He's able to do so. Got it up to Diaz. Diaz makes his way around.
Oh, good move.
McAloon.
Harassed.
Okonkwo trying to do something. He's able to get around one man, but not the second. Brunpersert, the late substitute, has been really sensational on this near side defense for Potros. Another good step there for him, but he's going to earn a foul. And you see Henry coming out of his goal for Kalonji, coming all the way up. They know that they have got this one chance. They've got to get this right to see if they can get a draw.
We're in the third minute of stoppage here, so it can't be too much left. This may be a last opportunity for Kalonji to grab a point out of this match.
Tiente over the ball. Two-man wall.
What can they do here?
Lifted into the box, headed it straight up in the air. Verona just has to punch it over. Still in play. Straight up into the air yet again.
Corner.
But they are going to go ahead and call that a corner.
Wow, nail-biting stuff here for Kalonji followers here. Nail-biting for everyone.
Tiente is going to get it set up. This is probably the last opportunity coming in to have a little discussion is our center official. Tiente sitting over there on the corner, getting ready, still having a conversation with that group in the box as everyone's battling for position there.
Trying to screen Verona in there, the Kalonji players.
Here comes the in-swinger, far side, and that ball goes right through. Henry gets a head on it.
Gets on it. Henry
They
staying
get
forward.
control. Henry stays forward, lifted forward, but right into Verona's hands.
Verona's just going to
He's just going to let that ball sit there, and he's going to let that seconds run away. You can see the center official looking at his watch. Verona's got to be careful. Got to make sure you don't lose the 6-second time. Send forward. You don't want to make a mistake like that. Now here's an opportunity for Potros. Henry has to come all the way out of the box. He still loses possession. Mattis has it. He takes the shot. Oh, Henry with a great heading save.
Is he outside the box?
But he is out. He hit that with his head, didn't he? It's a red card issued to Henry.
I
thought he hit it with his head. It's queued up here. Let's take a look. The center official was saying no, he touched it. Henry coming all the way out, clearing that ball. Mattis receives it, turns, he takes the shot.
Oh, he hit it with his hand.
He hit it with his hands, and he was outside the box, just about a yard out. So that is a red card issued.
Referee gets it spot on. I don't know. Was he arguing that he was in the box?
He was arguing that he was in the box, but he was clearly.
He was out.
Take a look again.
Hard to see. I mean, it's a blue line.
Yeah, you can see. You can barely see the line right there. He's
outside.
Right at the line. He was right on the line, but he was on the outside of the line.
It's the correct call.
It is the absolute correct call. It's just about a yard and a half out of the box. A 4-man wall is set up for Kalonji. This has to be the last bit of this match in the 97th minute.
What a match.
Patrick Okonkwo is the player that is getting geared up in the box as the backup goalkeeper. Mattis is going to be the one that's going to take this shot for Potros. And he hits it right into Patrick's hands. But that doesn't matter because that's all she wrote here. And Potros FC come into Charlie Jordan Field here at Shiloh Stadium, and they step away with all 3 points, winning 2-1 with 2 sensational goals by number 41, Witten. And this one is all she wrote, and that pretty much, like you said, Dre, this is going to solidify Potros into the playoffs. This secures them 18 points. This will shoot them all the way up to 3rd place as we take a look at the leaderboard as it stood when we came into this match. SSL was 17 points at 3rd place. This giving Potros, and that is even up to date, they have 15 points coming into this match.
Well,
and 3 points here will give them 18 as they have 16 points.
Well, I think the table is right. I think they came in with 14. They have 17 now. Looking at 9 Pro, which ties in with SSL FC.
Oh, I apologize. Yes, that is true. That's 17 points.
Right.
I give it up to non-pro for always being up to date. This will give them 17 points. This will give them 16 points. So they're tied with Kalonji Pro Profile. Or 17 points, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
tied
they're
with SSL. I'm getting caught up, everybody. It's a crazy night. 17 points. That ties them with SSL.
Right.
SSL only has one more match in the season.
So Potros could end up
because they play
third.
UMAFC this Saturday. We will be bringing you that match here at Shiloh Stadium. It's the last match of the season for both SSL and UMA. UMA really needs some points in that match to solidify their position in the playoffs because you still have the opportunity of either Atlanta City or maybe even FC Birmingham sneaking their way into the playoffs.
Exactly.
This almost
Yep.
but secures Potros FC into the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they're going to be safe in there. It's just a matter of placement now. And as you see here, it's, in the tables, we're looking at non-pro soccer, our partner there, that they are in fourth based on goal difference. And again, that goal difference can be the tiebreaker and what determines whether you have home field advantage or on the road during the playoffs, which can mean quite a bit.
And Potros has 2 matches left in this fall season. They have away to Club the Strongest Los Tigres and home to Atlanta City FC. Both of those matches, you would think that Potros FC should be able to come away with some points, if not all 6. Definitely come away at least a few points, and that could pretty much solidify their entrant into the playoffs. They have just been such a sensation here in this fall season. Cannot say enough for them.
Yeah, it's really setting up to be quite an amazing divisional playoff race with the teams that are there, and really one of the more exciting teams to watch in their last match is going to be UMA. I mean, if they make the playoffs with their returning players from college, this could be quite an interesting divisional playoff for the Georgia Conference.
Kalonji Pro Profile, they play UMAFC this weekend. They still have to play away to Atlanta United Academy, home to North Georgia United, and also away for the postponed makeup game with Legends FC. You do expect that they probably could get some points off of Legends FC or North Georgia United, but that Atlanta United Academy match is going to be huge. In the spring, Atlanta United Academy beat them 6-0 twice.
Yeah, and the way that Kalonji are somewhat depleted right now, they have those games in hand, but like we said, fixture congestion, lack of the consistent play of their players and a roster, anything's possible. They might not be able to hold off teams. It'll be interesting. We're going to be doing the UMA game this weekend with Kalonji, and I tell you what, anything can happen.
And I'll make one correction. It wasn't 6-0 on both those matches in the spring. It was 6-2 that Atlanta United beat them for both of those matches in the spring, but victories nonetheless for Atlanta United Academy.
Yeah, heavy victories as well.
So when we look at the setup for this weekend here in Week 12, on Saturday, Vino Tinto Atlanta will be home to Atlanta United Academy. Legends FC, they welcome Dalton United to Callaway Stadium. That's going to be a hard task for Legends FC. Kalonji Pro Profile taking on UMAFC. And then the last match for Saturday, North Georgia United welcomes FC Birmingham to Riverbend Park. Sunday, we'll bring you at 3 o'clock, Atlanta City FC taking on Atlanta Rovers FC. Rovers need a few more points to solidify their playoff berth. And then on Sunday, Los Tigres welcomes Potros FC. And I really feel like this win here gives them the wind in their sails to make it into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I think this has done it. And, I think the game against Club the Strongest is a winnable game for Potros as well. So, man, what a successful season they have on their comeback to the Georgia Conference, Georgia Premier Division. And so that's going to be a fantastic weekend of action to watch and see where everybody ends up. There's a relegation survival race that's going on. There's a race for playoff places, and it's kind of a 2-horse race for the division title, but all to play for from top to bottom.
Well, that's going to do our coverage here at Charlie Jordan Field at Shiloh Stadium. It's been a sensational one. Wait for this weekend. We have some matches to bring you. We'll see you Saturday, 5 p.m. Kalonji Pro Profile, UMAFC, right here at Shiloh Stadium. That's going to do our coverage for today. So for Andre Bomar, I've been Larry Weaver. It's been Potros FC 2, Kalonji Profile 1. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time on the ASMG YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time, folks.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.